Alright, we're back in Fallout 76. I am showing off a couple of my camps today, starting off with my workshop. I'm once again making this video for a friend, but I figured I'd show off a couple of them just for other people to see. Most of my camps follow a couple of tutorials, but I've done a lot of customization with them. Starting off with my workshop here.
It never seems to end.
I heard a merchant talking. Oh, there's a merchant. Okay. So this place, I took inspiration from, I believe it was Darth Zion or something like that on YouTube.
And I met someone.
Could I interest you?
And it uses a couple of advanced building techniques to get things like these posts up on sides of the building. I've got power running everywhere. I've got resource collectors aplenty. And yeah, this place is really, really nice. I've been using this camp for almost a year now. There's a lot of empty space inside, just kind of covered up by these floor platforms. But you can see I've got all of my storage stuff right inside the door. Got my main workshop area with my my ally.
Hey,
and
you!
For some reason,
Just came by to brighten my day a
chassis
bit.
are not displaying properly. Let's see if we can fix that. If we unassign, and unassign, can we get these back properly? There's the T60. Let's do this one here. Yep, there we go. And then this one, I believe, was the T51. Yes, there we go. Got a couple of power armor displays just for decoration purposes. Stuck my ally stuff over here. I've got all kinds of stuff to be able to get food whenever I need it. I really love the futuristic globe from the Alien event. That was really fun to get. And just a couple of things all over the place. Got a fish display with one of the first unique fish that I found. I got that in the Shenandoah region. Suit of armor that I'm currently working on. I'm still missing the leg pieces. Collecting gold bullion for that. And then I've got all my workbenches right here. Tinker. I got my armor workbench and my weapon workbench. And yes, they are all, except for the Tinker, have skins on them. And then my chemistry bench is right here. And then behind this door, I've got my bedroom. It's just a little place where you can get some more sleep, get that XP boost. And then behind this cabinet, I actually have my power generator. It's actually stuck inside the building. And then I have my plasma core recharger and my fusion core recharger, as well as a cryo freezer for long-term storage of certain foods, like the Marlet Queen meat. I keep it in there until I can do the daily stuff again. Water collection here. My vendor right here. This generates cement for me. I go figure it's a cement truck. And I got my cooking station here, and then there's just some random resource collectors out and about. Some decoration on the back. I put my brewing station back here and my fermenter. Got a pack Brahmin that generates leather-based stuff, as well as some Brahmin milk. Just a couple more resource collectors over here. The speed bag allows me to get a boost to agility, I believe, and then my Nuka-Cola Collectron, which I was telling my friend about before, is right over here.
All junk.
This is the Nuka-Tron,
in progress.
And he generates. Hey, look at that! Some textures. Just generates some random stuff for me as needed. Got a couple of random bits out front. The 5-finger fillet table, and yeah, just some extra stuff.
If the scorched or the ferals don't get you, the rats will.
Yeah, you can go away. Thank you. Alright, so that's it for the workshop camp.
Today's
I really enjoyed building this one up.
error.
The base building took very little time at all to get up. There's a lot of half walls that make up this structure, but yeah, I think it came out pretty well. So now that that one's done, let's go on to the next build. Alright, and the next camp that we're coming up to as we follow these tracks down is actually currently outside of a nuke zone. Somebody set off a nuclear missile over here to trigger a boss event. So I'm glad it was just outside of that range, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to spawn it. This is the train station. As you can see, I tried to make it as similar to other train stations that are out there as possible. It's even got stairs at either end. Make sure there's no enemies over here. I think it's just, yeah, it's just a fox. But there's all kinds of little decorations out and about all over the place. It wraps around to this side as well, so you can come at it from either direction. I typically spawn about right here. It's got a neat little chimney. And on the interior, you got the bathroom that you see in almost every train station in 76. The benches, lockers, a workbench, of course. Just some random decorations around. Nice lights everywhere. Refrigerator, couch. By the way, if you ever happen to see these at somebody else's camp and they're unlocked, grab the pemmican that's inside. It's a good food source and it never spoils. So that's a great thing to have. Anyway, there's over here I've got my storage stuff, so my scrap box, my ammo box, and my supply crate, which is actually my stash box. Just a bunch of random decorations around. Got my water over there. And my vendor actually happens to be here. I don't have any kind of robotic vendor, so I put a Modus terminal, which for my friend watching this, you'll find out who Modus is later on in the main quest line. Yes, this is the train station. This door is actually locked. I can open it if I wanted to. I don't really want to right now. But out here I have a couple of other workbenches. I got a tinker bench here, my armor workbench here. The weapon workbench was inside right there. And I got my power armor station and chemistry station right there. Plus a little sleep area like every every train station has. They got little camp area with a cooking station too. So I managed to fit that in. I also stuck a generator here with my fusion core charger because this character is a power armor user and he kind of needed it. So yeah, I wanted to show off that camp. That was a fun little build. Also another tutorial build, but I customized it as best I can to make it my own, and I think it came out pretty well. Alright, now we're coming up to probably one of my most dangerous camps because there are enemy spawns all around this place. Got a spawn right over by that truck. There's actually a spawn point over by that buckled section of road there. And there's just sometimes some random spawns out in the wilderness here and on the other side of the building. This is my Red Rocket gas station that has been converted into a player camp. Now, I say converted, this is all built by me, but it does make use of a pre-made structure that you can get in the build menu. I got this off the Atom Shop. If we go all the way over here to miscellaneous structures, you see I have a bunch of these already built structures here. If I were to do this, actually I need it open like that. There's all these things that you can place down that are already pre-built. They're really handy to have. This one is one that I know Magenta really likes having, is the makeshift mega mansion. Very handy. The one that I placed down here, I believe, is here it is, the Red Rocket Garage. I could actually place a second one of these if I wanted to. I don't particularly care to right now because this camp is basically done, but I just wanted to show that off as well. That's that structure right there. Everything else was placed down by me. It was a pain in the butt to get this structure to line up with the foundation. And once again, that pemmican collector, if you ever see it, grab the food. Because pemmican weighs almost nothing, and it never spoils, and it actually saturates your food a decent amount. But yeah, we got some guard posts out here with some mannequins, just kind of decorated with some, I guess, like mercenary-esque clothing. I got some turrets up. This is actually my most protected camp. I've got heavy laser turrets out. Yeah, they're just the heavy laser turrets everywhere. I also have some vendors out front that are in the place of where the gas pumps would have been. Inside of the garage itself, I've got some power armor stations. I've got all my workbenches over in here. Some lockers. This door is usually closed. That was a slow close. Got my actual power armor crafting station right here. All of my resource collectors are just kind of scattered about here with my fermenter there. I just decided to stack up a bunch of tires there to give it that gas station-y feel. Inside of here are a couple more resource collectors, a bunch of beds, and just a couple of displaced things. Like, these are all of my bobbleheads that I currently have on this character. I'm missing one, I think. I actually might be missing a couple. I have some duplicates. But yeah, that's what I've gotten there so far. I also have my little pet lizard. There he goes. Yeah, I got a little pet lizard in there. And inside of this section, which would have been the old store, I'm still kind of decorating this place up, so it's not technically fully complete. I've got my Nuka-Cola display rack up here on one of the shelves, which actually, it kind of floats, but it kind of works out too. There's a couple of Nuka-Cola fridges, my recharging stations, popcorn vendor. I've got my water over here, a cigarette dispenser, cool little red rocket lamp. My actual vendor is right here, and then I have my brewing station there. These magazine racks, you can actually fill up with magazines that you find in the Wasteland. And I'm currently trying to collect all of them. Eventually, this place, I'm going to be replacing these shelves here with magazine racks to make some more space for that. So that's kind of cool. And then I've got my little doggo running around. His name is Snow. He's a good boy. He's the goodest of boys. He finds me legendaries every now and then. That's how good of a boy he is. And yeah, so that's the Red Rocket gas station. I've got one or two more that I'm going to be showing off here, and then be calling it a video. So I'll be right back. Alright, we are back, and we are on my wife's own character that was on my account for the longest time. And we're checking out one of two builds that she's done that came out really good. There's actually two others that I'm going to show off in this video, which are really cool. Just to kind of show off everything that you can do with camps. It's kind of insane. She's made this quaint little home, which is out on a golf course. Actually, this is over by the White Spring, right over here. And she's got her little cat, which she named Nuka Luna, which is freaking adorable. And yeah, she's got a nice little patio area out here, nicely decorated with all kinds of flowers and stuff. She's got her own camp ally there. His table's actually right there. This machine here, if you ever find a symptomatic, these will take care of your diseases. Nice little front patio here. Living room. Some of the decorations in this place have unfortunately been removed because a lot of her stuff got moved over to a different account. So her Nuka-Cola themed kitchen, which is absolutely adorable. And you can see the Nuka display rack is currently empty. All of her stuff on this account has been moved over to that other one. But anything that could still stay is here. So yeah, a lot of Nuka stuff. Again, pemmican collector. She even got a wind chime made out of Nuka-Cola bottles, which I thought was adorable. She's got this little under area where she put in a couple of resource collectors and a clock. You go upstairs, she got her crafting room, which is very nicely decorated with all kinds of posters and things on the walls. She's even got a little heart lamp. It's a little hard to see, but there's actually a heart being cast out of that thing. Yes, Kitty, we hear you. Yes, she's got this nice little room here, and then over here she's got a really nice bathroom. This is really, really, really cute. Unfortunately, this particular sink clips into the ground, so you can actually see its feet through the floor. And then she's got her bedroom in here with the cat bed and all kinds of cool stuff in here. Yeah, this camp came out pretty well. I helped her build this one. I can't remember if this one was done off of a tutorial or not. No, this one was just handmade. Just tried to emulate what a home might look like and built it from there. So that was cool. Yeah. So on to the next one. Alright, we are back over by where I had my workshop camp, because on this particular character, we are still on my wife's original character. On this character, she built this really cool kind of a haunted asylum thing. This one I know the base structure was based off of a tutorial, but a lot of it got customized along the way. There's very little, other than the basic floor plan, that is the same as the original design. Got a really cool little lobby area. Unfortunately, the mannequins no longer have their nurses' outfits because those were transferred over. There's water. Cool. Yeah, got a nice little reception area. Really nicely done. Got patient rooms up in the front with a TV mounted there. Over here, I believe, is, yeah, the doctor's office, which is really nice. It even has a dead alien on a gurney. Go figure. They're doing some weird shit in this asylum. And a big gulper skin rug on the ground. And then in here, we have the inmate rooms. Now, you might think that the plushies are for the inmates. No, the plushies are the inmates. All the rooms are the same. Unfortunately, the doors just kind of open randomly now and then. Depends on how you have everything loaded in. But yes, each room has a plushie, which is adorable. And then this room had a bunch of stuff in it, but unfortunately, when we transferred things over, some of it got scrapped to make room for other stuff. But this was going to be like an operating theater to test how people died and stuff inside of the asylum. And I believe there was a chair, an electric chair, that was supposed to be like thematically used for electrotherapy, which is kind of funny. Yeah, that was behind a locked door. And then this door also could get locked. So that is the asylum build. There is a mausoleum off on the side. This is one of those pre-made structures. It's got all kinds of really creepy stuff in it, including an animatronic black cat that we got at Halloween one year. Very cute. Yeah, really nice. And then you can actually sleep in the coffin. Yeah, go figure, you can sleep in the coffin. But yeah, that is the Insane Asylum. And we're going to go off to check out one more build. So I'll be right back. Alright, and finally, on the same character, we're going to check out the Nuka Cafe. Now, this definitely was not crafted from a tutorial. This was all hand-placed. And it took a while to figure out how to get it all done properly. This is my wife's Nuka-Cola Cafe. I heard a nuke go off, but I don't know where. Oh, I think somebody's put down another nuke at the same zone. Yeah, they're farming that event over there. But yes, you got outdoor area where there's all kinds of Nuka-Cola merchandise, including a train set, which is technically not a train set because it's just a truck that runs around on a track, but whatever. And then as we come inside, we've got this nice little cafe area. Absolutely gorgeous. It's adorable. We have the cat back. And we've got a little bar area here. These used to have Nuka-Cola themed outfits on them, but again, they got transferred. Let's see. All kinds of Nuka-Cola merchandise. I'm collecting food and water for this character because she hasn't had any in a while. Just a little back patio area with some extra stuff. That guy there is actually a camp ally, and he is a former Nuka-Cola employee, which is kind of cool. And then you have the crafting room over here, still with all the Nuka-Cola merchandise and stuff. Absolutely adorable. There used to be all kinds of weapons in these, but again, they got transferred over. And then if we were to go back outside and find our way up these stairs here, we find the bedroom, which used to be absolutely chock full. Yep, there they are. Plushies everywhere. All kinds of plushies. Every plushie that she collected on this character, she placed down in this little room. There's even more behind the door. And, of course, there's a bunny on the bed because she's my little bunny. I got her giggling over here. Huh? Yes, you have an actual stuffed bunny. And then we got this little cute little mailbox thing that summons a little cardinal. You like looking at the bird, I know. Then the bird will fly away and then fade away, which is nice. And then under the stairs, a little resource collector area. And there used to be at this camp a bunch of water purifiers out the back because it was right alongside a river. So at one point we had a whole bunch of the large water purifiers out here until we were able to get her the water purifiers, the little water cooler things. Up on the roof, we got the Nuka-Cola sign with a couple of generators up here. And stuck a big Nuka-Cola bottle connector there and there, just to give some stuff, some extra pop, and to help power the sign. So, yes, that is the Nuka-Cola Cafe. Currently, unfortunately, it's not, somebody's emoting. Oh, there you are. Hello, level 7. Let's see, what level is this character? 206. So, yes, you can have a thumbs up too. Now, alright, so, yes, that's all the camps that I had to show. Hopefully you got some inspiration for some stuff, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Good day, sir.
Later.
Output is